Hey, how you guys doing today? CURTIEECOOL is back on this little scene again today, yeah. Talking about these narcissist people out here, yeah. Narcissist people out here, yeah, who say they defame your name and tell a whole bunch of lies out here, y'all. And don't none of that stuff be true. Have you guys ever experienced anything like that, yeah? It could be anybody out here who wants their way and their way only. They will defame you so bad, baby. Tell all kind of abnormal lies out here and try to flip the script and make it look like that you are the bad guy. Let me tell y'all something about these narcissists out here, y'all. When they tell those kind of lies, they go into a 3D mode where they start believing that stuff themselves. Oh, well, you know, so-and-so did this. I done seen it happen so many times, yo. I remember my baby mother defamed me to somebody by the name of Carla. She defamed me so bad until this stuff was circulating all over Facebook. The baby mother and Patricia Robinson told so many lies about me. Y'all know why they did what they did? Because Patricia Robinson only wanted my kid for herself. So she had to tell a whole bunch of lies, defame me with all her friends and relatives, all her people. That Carla, a family member out there, yeah, that girl had that stuff so bad, telling all those abnormal lies about me, about what Patricia Robinson and Veronica Robinson lied about. That girl was believing all that stuff, y'all. The lies was just abnormal, yo. So people out here who defames people character when none of that stuff don't be true. But see, they do this stuff because they want to feel like that they are in control over everything that they're doing out here. They don't want you to be a part of nothing out here. They want to tear you down, destroy your character, and make you look like the bad guy. Now that's pretty low life for anyone to do, anybody like that. But that is what happened to me. The baby mother, she never looked back. Veronica, you know who you are. She never made any type of contact with me to let me know how our daughter are doing. See, these narcissist people, this Patricia Robinson and Veronica Robinson, in their mind, they are saying only this is Veronica's daughter and Patricia Robinson's make-believe granddaughter. So they just going to the extreme with this stuff and making my daughter feel like that her father is the worst father there is. When none of that stuff ain't true, y'all. How could anybody do that to a father? An innocent father out here just defamed me so bad out here and started believing that stuff like it is so true when it's not. All of this is done, y'all, in a sense where these type of people, they only want control and manipulation. This is what it's all about. So they destroyed my character with my daughter and made it seem so real and so appealing to her that I was the bad guy. My daughter will be 15 years old, y'all. they won't let her make an attempt no kind of way to let me know how she is doing. That goes to show you, world, how terribly these narcissists are out here, y'all. I mean, it is what it is when people go to the extreme to destroy your character. They defame you so bad and don't have kids. It could be about anything. They can lose something. I mean, just lost it and turn around in their mind and believe that you took it. And they would start a big old lie all over the place with everybody they come in contact. Oh, so-and-so did this and so did that. And didn't none of that stuff happen, y'all. These narcissist people are just so far gone in their little mind until they believe everybody is out to get them. When none of that stuff is true, they just need to have a check on their mind and find out what's really truly going on out here, y'all. Have a check on your mind, you know, and find out what's going on upstairs. So getting back to these narcissist people. So they spread a whole bunch of lies among the family, just do everything they can to tear you down, and then try to play the victim role at the same time. Now you over here, they laughing and grinning in your face, all at the same time. They done told everybody they came in contact with a whole bunch of lies. Now we know when people like that who totally try to tear other people down only because they want control over that person and they want control over everything, so they tear you down to make themselves look good or feel good, because that is the only way that these narcissist people will feel good about themselves, is because they got to tear you down, baby. They got to try to find a way to plant false lies all over the place. To what? To only make themselves feel good about what they are doing out here. And they believe so strongly in the lies and all this stuff they done said about you and tried to tear you down so bad, y'all. I mean, hey, y'all, I can't understand why people would do anything like that. You know what I mean? There are people out here like this, destroying kids' life and taking all that stuff away, y'all. And we'll go to the extreme to make the father look like he is a terribly bad person when he's not, y'all. These people out here, yeah, I really truly don't know what to say about these kind of people, yo. I mean, to me, I feel like personally, they can't be trusted. Now, you look at it over and over and over again. These narcissist people do a whole bunch of crazy stuff out here, y'all. And then they go around and try to flip the script. Now, in their mind, they are believing so strongly that they are so right, but they are sickos, baby. They got some kind of sicko problem in their little mind, baby. And CURTIEECOOL just gonna tell it the way it is, you know. You a sicko. They call these type of people who are out here just hating on people for the hell of it. Jealousy, envy. You got something that they want. They can see you very talented, have a whole lot of great, good things going on in your life. These narcissist people, they get so jealous. They start hating so bad. They would do anything to tear you down, to try to break you down and make you feel like that you are nothing or nobody. If you guys are experiencing this type of treatment from a narcissist person who is out here Now you know that they are dead wrong with a whole lot of things that they are doing out here. And then they turn around and try to flip the script and tear you down. But they are the ones out here doing all this crazy stuff to people, y'all. Messing up everything. Getting all messed up, doing all kind of crazy stuff out here. And then playing the innocent role. Y'all know what I mean? Tearing up families, messing up families, destroying families. But continue on to play the victim role. I don't know what to say about these people, but they need to pull it together, y'all. Have you guys ever seen, I'm back on this Patricia Robinson thing and some other people out here. They're out here, they destroy families, totally destroy families, and within all the family members, they're out here telling a whole bunch of lies just to make themselves feel good. And they just continue on telling all these lies out here about people, trying to break them down because they want power and they want control over everything and everybody. And when that person don't give them the power, they do everything they can to try to break them down. Have you guys seen anything like that? So they can't break this person down, so they just tell a whole bunch of unusual lies, y'all. Just all kind of defaming, all kind of crazy stuff, all on Facebook, all on Twitter, everywhere, y'all. But you guys got to know now, when these type of people are out here defaming your character, say like the way it happened with Cardi B. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This woman defamed Cardi B so bad, y'all. When these type of narcissists goes to the extreme until they start believing all their lies themselves, until they start just doing whatever they can to tear other people down. They want to see you down so bad until they just go to the extreme with this stuff and they start believing this stuff in their own little mind. And then over here on the other side, they just lied to their family members. They lied to their kids. They lied to everybody out here, y'all, just to make themselves look good. Now, in my situation with my daughter out here, y'all, this crazy Patricia Robinson, she destroyed everything with all that narcissist abuse and the way they did me. And that baby mother, they turned that woman against me, y'all. My baby mother, they turned her against me for being a father out here to my own kid. And she's going along with this crazy, wicked, adopted grandmother out here, y'all, who is pretending to be something that she's not. But I say this, and I said it so many times before. Every dog has got their day. One day, those kids are going to grow up, and they are going to do a research for themselves, and they are going to see you for exactly for what you are and what you did to them. The good Lord always got a way of bringing that stuff back around, especially when you stand for what is right and you are out here doing everything you can do, trying to do the right thing. See, narcissist people, they hate on good people. See, when you are out here and you have a whole lot of empathy and a whole lot of sympathy out here, and you are doing everything in your power to do what is right, the narcissist does everything in their power to tear down good people so that they will not have any empathy or no sympathy. The narcissist people want good, innocent people with good hearts. They want to tear them down so they can do what? make them a reflection of who they are. See, this is what narcissist people, when they totally destroy your life, mess you all up, and then parental alienate and tear you down and keep you away from a good father or a good mother, and do everything in their power to tear the other parent down. That is a stone cold narcissist who wants control over everything. You ever seen anything like that? Narcissist people who want control over everything. And when they cannot get their way, y'all, they go off 4 or 5 chains out here, y'all. Destroying people's lives, messing up people, telling all kind of lies all over the place. I mean, that Patricia Robinson was back and forth in the court system, telling all kind of lies. Yeah, when I moved to Houston, now I had my rights. I mean, these people was attacking me so bad with all this crazy stuff. Yeah, I'm out here trying to be a father, and the whole family turned on me with all this narcissist abuse they did to me. So I goes back home to pull myself together, and wow, Patricia Robinson, she goes back into the court system and totally screw everything up. That woman running hide out all over the place, y'all. Now she got everybody turned against me. A good, loving father. A narcissist do not like a good, loving father with empathy and sympathy. So if you seem to be in control of your life and you know what you want in life in a positive way, narcissist people do not want you to be nowhere around your kids, because they're thinking in their mind, you got too much knowledge here and wisdom, and this person is going to listen more to you with all this empathy and sympathy, and I don't want you around all that no empathy and no sympathy, because this will be a reflection of who that person is. So a narcissist totally want people to be under their spell and be a reflection about who they are and how they treat people and mistreat people. So that is why you see narcissist people who get along so beautiful. They get along good because they are on the same page, y'all. I mean, they don't care about your feelings or what just happened to you in your life, how you got all messed around, how they dog you out, how they scam you, how they misuse and abuse you. I mean, they don't care about that. All they care about is, we don't have no love, no empathy, no sympathy over here. All we love is ourselves. For the people in our little surrounding right here who are on the same page as we are, these are the only people that we love and care about. They don't care if they dead wrong what they're doing out here, y'all. They don't love nobody but themselves. So they go along with the program. Now, in this situation here, with this Patricia Robinson, y'all, this woman never had nobody in that family to come to her and tell her, look, what you did to that baby father is dead wrong. With all that abuse you did to this father over here, and you are scamming child support, and you are out here running and hiding, and won't even let this man know if his daughter is dead or alive. Nobody stepped up to the plate, y'all. I'm talking about this Patricia Robinson and the people that's in her family. See, when you are surrounded with this stuff, nobody cares about what this narcissist Patricia Robinson did to me. I keep on telling my true story, y'all. So this woman and this family, they don't care. The baby mother, she don't care. They got my daughter where, okay, when a narcissist brings up a kid, they pretty much strip kids down in a sense and make them feel that they should not have any empathy or no sympathy, because the narcissist people who does this to kids, they want that kid to have a reflection of who they are and how they mistreat people and how they dog people out and how they misuse people. This is what narcissist people does to kids, y'all. And it is the honest truth. I mean, I look at it for what it is. Right at 15 years has gone by. All these people out here, y'all, just going along with the program because this is Patricia Robinson's style. She is living a make-believe lifestyle. You know what I mean? Wishing on a star, doing all kind of crazy things out here, y'all. Mentally abusing people, messing up with people. I'm going to tell this Patricia Robinson something. All this stuff out here you are doing to my daughter, that is nothing but mentally abuse. You are a stone cold narcissist, Patricia Robinson. And you know it, but you just don't care. See, you don't have no empathy, no sympathy. You know what I mean? So these type of people, they try to install that, you know, like into the kids, and she done already messed up the baby mother. This grown woman don't even know who she is no more. So, but I keep on exposing. I keep on telling my true story, what these people did to me, yeah. I can stand up and tell my story. And ain't nobody gonna stop me from not telling my true story about what this crazy Patricia Robinson did to me. That is a stone cold wicked woman. And I will keep on exposing and telling my true story. I have been telling my true story for, right at 15 years now, about this crazy family. And she will never come back to the real because she just don't care. That woman don't have no empathy and no sympathy. You know what I mean? So I keep on exposing her. I keep on exposing this wicked witch, y'all. That's all Patricia Robinson is. But to do something like this, you are a wicked witch, Patricia Robinson. You are not hurting me. You are only hurting yourself, because in due season, the good Lord will deal with you type of people for destroying other people's lives and call yourself messing up other people and destroying their families, doing all this crazy stuff. But one day, all this stuff is going to come back around. You see, CURTIEECOOL, I'm not worried about none of this stuff because I know who I am. I know where I stand in this world. And I see these narcissist people for who they are. And as long as you are knowledgeable and you understand what's going on with these narcissist people out here, y'all, out here defaming people, destroying people's character, breaking them down, doing all this crazy stuff just to steal their kids, just to have more control in their life by telling a whole bunch of lies and destroying the family, and then believing all that nonsense themselves about what they say about other good people out here, y'all. There's some sick-minded people out here, y'all. It's a bunch of sickos out here, y'all. You know, instead of keeping the family together, they tear the family down, and then they play the victim role, y'all. That is some sick-minded people, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't just find myself where I can just be trusting a cold-blooded narcissist and you don't know what they're thinking about, what they're going to do next. You do all this crazy stuff to good people and you don't have no empathy, no sympathy. You know what I mean? So I expose these narcissist people because they ain't about la-di-da, baby. Anybody out here who's doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff out here to good innocent people, you ain't about la-di-da, because that kind of stuff is not right. But due to that lack of empathy and lack of sympathy, and then you know what gets me? I done ran across this before. People can lose something, y'all. Can be on the job, go to work. Now, they are sitting up in their own equipment, turn around and lose their phone, y'all. In their own equipment, turn around and not know what they did with their equipment, and turn around and blame everybody in the building, y'all. Just tell all kind of lies about everybody. Oh, you got my this, you got my that, you got my this, you got my that. Instead of just looking at it on the bright side, okay, I misplaced my belongings. Let me see. Let me go back to my ride, my truck, my car, and just kind of, search it out, and do the things that I need to do to make sure that my stuff is here. If not, it's a possibility that I dropped it somewhere, or something else could have happened along the way. But see, a narcissist will totally believe so many lies within their own heart, and they keep telling lies and believing that stuff until they believe the worst about everything, because that is a reflection about who they are, what they would do to people. See, they feel like, okay, they can't be trusted. Okay, they done got away with doing a whole lot of crazy things out here in their life before. They can't be trusted. I heard a story about a guy was driving for a limousine company years ago, y'all. And this guy had a terrible, bad attitude with this particular limousine company. And he just did not have no respect for the owners of the company, telling everybody off. He wanted to run the organization. So the owner said, look, it's hard coping and dealing with you. What is the problem? You cannot bring that here to this company. He kept on. So the owner let him go, y'all. Now, guess what this narcissist does, y'all? This narcissist waited until late one night and went by that limousine company and broke all the glasses out of this particular limousine company cars, y'all, and scratched up the cars, y'all. Now tell me that ain't a cold-blooded narcissist to do something like that. So now, the next day, the owner, okay, what happened to all my cars here? Just tore up all the cars, breaking out all the glasses and all kind of stuff, y'all. Now, what sick-minded person would do something like that? If somebody tell you, look, you are no longer with this company, we can't deal with your attitude, your personality issues, just move on. But some people out here, y'all, they think the worst about everything. Oh, you let me go, huh? Oh, you let me go, huh? But you're not thinking about your personality and your bad ways out here. So they go scratch up all the people's cars and break out all the glass and accuse everybody of doing something that they did not do, y'all. When people is always accusing other people of doing something that they did not do, it is because of their terribly bad lifestyle that they have been doing all these years out here to people until they don't trust themselves. They don't trust nobody. Even if you told 100% truth and put it on a gold plate silver platter, they still will not believe you or trust you, because there's too many things in their life they have done until they don't trust nobody. They don't trust themselves. Y'all know what I mean? So this is the way narcissists carry on, and they just don't have no empathy or no sympathy what they do. I'm glad I have a good heart out here, y'all. See, I have a very good heart. I could never take nothing from nobody. That's not my character. I don't do stuff like that. If I found anything from anybody out here, y'all, hey, you would be the first one to know But these narcissist people out here, y'all, they will flip everything around. If the boss man say, hey, look, I gotta let you go. You got a terribly bad attitude. We got a lot of complaints about this driver out here. He's terribly disturbed. He don't treat the customers right. Everybody is complaining about this guy until they say, we got to let you go. He's angry and mad because they let him go. So he's arguing with the boss man and goes back and take out revenge and break all the limousine company glass in their cars. You see what I'm saying? Now, what kind of mess is that? See, man, I can never do anything like that. I hear these stories about these people that does all this kind of stuff, and they have this type of feeling about everybody that they come in contact with, and the least little thing, you can be around them and something happen, they blame you for everything because they don't have any trust within their own heart, their own mind, and their own soul. So they have to pin that on you because they don't have no trust. Y'all know what I mean? Yeah, y'all, Curtie Cool. I'm out here telling the stories out here, y'all. These narcissist people, y'all, the more you try to be real with them, the more they don't want that. They will argue you down. You can tell them, hey, look, this is the way it is. This is the honest God truth. The way this is, they will argue you down in every possible way to try to assassinate your character, defame your character, tell all kind of lies about you, call up certain people and tell them all kind of lies, and believe so heavily and so strongly in that stuff. I done seen it happen before. Then now you got this other person over here hating on you. They don't even know the full true story about what is going on because this narcissist over here defamed that person and told a whole bunch of lies. So this narcissist is really want what? Power and control. So they are doing everything possibly to destroy this person over here, y'all. So this narcissist goes to the limit with this kind of stuff, y'all. So tell all kind of lies. Family members or anybody who will listen. Then you run into that family member or whoever, y'all. And there she goes off on you. Now, she don't even know what really truly happened, but just slander you, goes off, go left, just all kind of crazy talking to you. And you be like, wow, where did all that come from? Well, I heard about this and I heard about that. Heard about that like the way that Patricia and Veronica Robinson did me. When that Carla, they told Carla all those lies about me. I heard about this and I heard about that. Sound like a chicken with a head chopped off. I heard about this and I heard about that. And you this and you that and you this and you that. They only told her all this make-believe stuff because they only wanted to destroy my character, assassinate my character, because they had to tell all those lies to make themselves feel good because they only wanted my daughter all to themselves. So they told this Carla all kind of lies, and that Carla assassinated my character with all that nonsense that Veronica and Patricia Robinson told her. See, and this is what narcissist people do. They defame your character, they destroy your character, and they do everything they can in their power to try to destroy you. To only get what they want. When they can't get what they want, they just totally lose control. They don't even want you in the picture. They just want to destroy you and mess you up because they want everything only for themselves. Now, like, back on this Patricia Robinson. Here I am. I'm back in Houston now. This woman went so low, yeah. She went back into the court system and totally messed everything up. She made all kind of fake false claims with the DA. I mean, telling all kind of abnormal lies, y'all. I mean, she told so many lies, she believed her own lies, y'all. And when I did contact that DA, they told me, we knew it was a whole lot more to this story. This Patricia Robinson, she don't seem like she's true to herself or nobody out here. Here you are in Houston, Texas, and this woman defaming you, defaming your character because she only want your kid. You know, this is what this is all about. So she defamed my character and then pretended like she didn't know where I was. This wicked witch had my original phone number, my original address, everything, yo. And she did not send no paperwork, nothing to where I was. She pretended like she didn't know where I was and sent everything to a total different new address. Now, to show you how dogged she is, y'all, I'm talking about this Patricia Robinson. So I left California to get myself together. She goes back into the court system and screw everything up. Now, she know where I am. But do you think she mailed me any copies? What she did, false paperwork, false documents that she made, y'all? She didn't send me not a one copy, y'all. She hid all that stuff, all to herself. Now that goes to show you a narcissist is out to rob, destroy, steal, and you know what else. So they did everything they can under the sun to try to destroy Curtis Cool, you know. But I stand strong because the good Lord got me, baby. And I see these narcissist people for who they are. I keep on exposing out here, y'all. It is what it is. And there's a whole lot of people out here. You guys have got to see these narcissist people for who they are. These kind of people, they ain't no good. And they won't never be no good because of their wicked ways and the way they treat people. They don't have no empathy, no sympathy. For 15 years, these people haven't had any empathy toward me. And I helped bring our daughter into this world. And for them to do me like this, that is a stone cold, wicked family who did that to me or to anybody out here with kids, y'all. That is stone cold and wicked. You got kids out here and you doing this kind of stuff to the other parent. That is stone cold wicked. No contact, telling all kind of lies, defaming that person's character because they are in another state or in another country. That is stone cold wicked. I'm going to leave it at that. You know who you are. That's stone cold wicked. Hey, y'all. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to Curtie Cool. I'm going to end this little show. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Yeah. Get ready to get out here and get me a good workout. And y'all be good in the neighborhood. Oh, yeah. One more thing before I go. Shout out to all the beautiful people out there. Yeah, that's right, from Curtie Cool. Curtie Cool, baby. And y'all be good in the neighborhood. Okay, bye.